There's a rumor going around that some level of staff turnover in your organization is beneficial. But I don't think that's necessarily true. Some level of turnover is inevitable, absolutely, but it also undermines productivity, culture, and at times, morale. Your ability to retain your staff will directly influence the output, stability, and consistency of your business. And while aiming for no turnover is unrealistic, you must aim to keep it to a manageable level. Anything below 15% is pretty healthy, and below 10% is excellent. Now, there are certain situations in which staff turnover makes sense. Some people are more effective in small companies than large companies, for example, and as you move to a new stage in your life cycle, you may see that your talent needs change. When biotech companies move from research-driven drug discovery to clinical development, a different skill set and mindset is often required. When this is the case, moving people on can be the right thing to do. Generally speaking, though, you should aim to hire the right people in the first place and then retain them for as long as you can, assuming, as discussed, that they remain the right fit for the organization. Replacing people is costly and time-consuming. The Society for Human Resource Management estimates that employee turnover costs the equivalent of 6 to 9 months of salary due to recruiting, training, and onboarding replacements. And that's in addition to the money you already paid to recruit, train, and onboard the departing employee, and the salary you've paid them during their tenure and their notice period. There's significant impact on productivity and focus during times of change too, especially if the person leaving holds specific domain knowledge. In early stage biotech, where technical expertise often exists in a single person, losing that domain knowledge slows down projects and can lead to major technical and scientific errors being made. In addition, long-standing teams have been shown in multiple studies to outperform newly formed teams due to established trust and communication patterns, interpersonal connections, and a clear understanding of each other's strengths and weaknesses, which all contribute to productivity and cohesion. In other words, the longer a team has worked together, the better they perform, assuming they have positive team dynamics, of course. Good retention of staff reinforces and compounds culture too, and culture drives business success in biotech and beyond. High retention rates mean that over time, culture is embedded more deeply in the organization, making it a natural part of a company's day-to-day operations. Gallup's research has shown that workplaces with low turnover tend to demonstrate the characteristics associated with high levels of engagement, including 41% lower absenteeism and 17% higher productivity. You can argue about which comes first, but whether it's retention driving engagement and performance, or engagement driving retention and performance, they're consistently and closely correlated. The key to driving retention lies in continuously developing and stretching people, while also supporting them through challenging periods. Your team members are much more likely to stay with the company if they feel that they're progressing. So offering career development opportunities, mentorship, stretch assignments, and ongoing strengths-based learning helps to foster that feeling. Now, I recently interviewed Alistair Henry on our Careers in Discovery podcast, who, after 26 years of consistent progression, was appointed Chief Scientific Officer of Belgian biotech UCB in May 2024. He told me in that conversation that although he'd had opportunities to leave, he was never really tempted because he always felt that there was plenty left to achieve at UCB. And showing flexibility in supporting employees during challenging periods, whether they're caused by personal issues, health challenges, or sometimes underperformance, can build long-term loyalty. In fact, the American Psychological Association has found that 91% of employees who feel supported by their employers during tough times are more engaged and loyal than those who don't. Of course, the most impactful thing you can do to drive retention in your company is to hire the right people in the first place. Focusing on identifying those who align with your mission and values is crucial, so emphasizing this in your hiring process is where you should start. So while some turnover is inevitable, a high level of retention brings multiple benefits by helping you to bring a strong, cohesive, and productive organization. Retention preserves valuable knowledge and strengthens team dynamics while also compounding the cultural foundations of the business. Why not take a look at your current retention strategies today? Therein may lie the secret to a thriving company.